Hidden away in rural Rwanda lies one of the country's most sophisticated tech hubs. A launchpad for state-of-the-art drones that are saving lives.
Never heard of something like that before. I thought drones were used for people's entertainment only. I didn't really think it would be useful in healthcare.
Meet the young team at the forefront of life-saving innovation in Africa.
That's something I don't think is being done anywhere else in the world.
These are Rwanda's medical drones. This is Inside Africa. In Rwanda's southern province lies the region of Muhanga, where rolling hills scatter over an expansive rural landscape. Here, resources are scarce and many people live off the land alone. Like many, life for Julien Mukagatare's family is a shared effort to ensure everyone is cared for.
7 of us live here. My mother, my daughter, my 2 granddaughters, and another 2 children who I take care of. This is my youngest of my 2 granddaughters. I help their mother raise them.
3-year-old Kevin holds a special place in her grandmother's heart.
She's a playful child. She's always happy but can also be a little bit stubborn. She's social and loves playing with other kids. She's always smiling.
But that changed a few months ago when Kevin suddenly fell ill.
It all started when my granddaughter became fussy about the food she was eating. She became pale and her body started turning yellow. When we realized she was sick, we immediately took her to the health center.
The nearest clinic is 45 minutes away by foot. Julienne had to make the journey carrying Kevin on her back.
When we arrived at the clinic, the doctors said that my granddaughter's life was at risk and they transferred her via ambulance to the nearest hospital. She spent the next 5 days there.
Kevin's life hung in the balance. She was diagnosed with malaria, which had caused anemia and urgently needed a blood transfusion.
The healthcare system is very well organized, but it still has challenges.
Logistical challenges mean emergency blood supplies are not always readily available and can take hours to be delivered to a remote hospital such as this one. Many times, these critical hours can be the difference between life and death.
Some of those hospitals are very far away, so before they would have to go to one of the regional center for blood transfusion, and for some of them it could take like 2.5 hours each way.
In the middle of Muhanga, on a dry patch of land, lies a large, unassuming white tent. Inside, a team of savvy sub-30 techies are hard at work. Their mission? To save lives by using drones.
We see a real need in the healthcare space, and starting with the developing world where access to critical medical supplies may not always be available. Part of what inspired it was that instead of finding ways to beat traffic, we're just creating a system where we can fly over the hills and deliver. We're a robotics company that has developed drones to deliver medical supplies.
Based in the United States, this robotics company, Zipline, landed in Rwanda in 2016 with a vision. After securing permission from the Rwandan government, all they needed was an all-star Rwandan team to turn that dream into a reality.
I grew up in Kigali, started to get interest in engineering, but when on the TV, seeing people breaking things, steal things apart and bring them together, and I was like, yeah, this is very cool.
26-year-old Abdul has just completed his degree with a double major in renewable energy and electrical engineering. He is Zipline's technical lead here in Muhanga.
I'm interested in using engineering knowledge to solve community problems. And then when I heard about Zipline, doing that, I was very, very interested. We didn't know what drone was like. And then we knew drone was more about military purpose and other things. So for me also, when I heard like a drone can be used for saving lives, I was like, wow, that's impressive.
And it's exactly that wow factor that drew the rest of the team to the project, from engineers to flight operators and even a trained pharmacist.
This felt like science fiction because it wasn't something anyone was imagining would be possible in the context of Rwanda.
Here we have almost 8 people. It's 2 teams. We have a flight op team and health ops team. At the moment, we are about 60 flights a week.
So now we've brought up to 9 hospitals. Our target is to get to 21 hospitals by the end of the year.
One of the main hospitals they serve is Kabgai, where little Kavin was treated in record time.
For example, the drones take less than 25 minutes to deliver to the hospitals, which for them is like a miracle, because the time drone cut from the way they used to do it is more than 3 hours.
Julienne would agree. Her granddaughter is home and doing well.
My granddaughter is doing much better now. She's eating properly and we are getting her the right nutrients. She's finally back to her playful self.
For the Zipline team, this was a small victory. But these pioneers have a larger calling, delivering blood supplies across the entire country.